I'm Steve Roscoe, my wife Robin. We're originally from North Carolina.
We call it the gathering place. Everybody that walks by every day, they'll come by and take a break and sit on our porch. It's a wonderful place. We love our porch. I love Crossville.
Yeah, originally from Michigan, but we've lived in so many different places that it's hard to count any place as home. Now we count Crossville as home.
We went to the Hershey RV show and ran into a representative of the gardens and kind of gave us an idea of the lifestyle of an RVer and the freedom that you have living in an RV community.
We started camping when our girls were very small, and there were 3 families of us. We went tenting.
Then we went to a pop-up, then 2 tag-alongs, and 2 RVs. Our current RV is right behind us. And we sold our house in 2005, and we had no place to go. We had been to the gardens. We had seen it in the Family Motor Coach magazine, and we had been here 2 or 3 times looking at lots, and we finally decided we better buy a lot before they're all gone. So we bought one.
I think we actually first saw an ad in Family Motor Coach Association magazine, and we were going to a rally, I think up in Indiana. We came by, I think it was in March, the first time we came by, and spent, I guess, 2 weeks here looking and talking to people. Went away thinking, came back a few months later, and we finally bought this place in September.
We had to store our coach several miles, as much as 50 miles away from the house. So that was always really a nuisance, and sometimes somebody would break into the motorhome on a storage lot, and it was just not, and plus the coach deterioration. So our big dream was like a home with an RV garage. Well, every year we go on vacation and we look around and try to find a nice place where they have RV garages. Well, there aren't very many around, and they're usually very, very expensive or not very nice or hit and miss. So one day on the internet I did a search. I put homes with RV garages, and I found the Gardens RV Villages. So that was good luck, because it looked...
We're from near Charlottesville, Virginia, a little place called Scottsville. Small community, small rural community in Virginia. Not too far from the Skyline Drive. So we bought this coach in February 2009, right, 2009. And we actually came to Buddy Gregg in Knoxville for service, since the coach originally came from there. And they told us about the gardens, just in a casual conversation. And so we decided to ride over here one day and take a look. And after the visit, we liked it, but we weren't ready to move. And then this past December, when we had 2 foot of snow on the ground at home, and this was sitting out in the 2 foot of snow, we said, maybe we ought to think about Crossville.
Yeah. We found the gardens when we were at a rally in Orlando, Florida. That's been about 10, 11 years ago. And this couple came walking into our little group, and everyone jumped up and said, "Where have you been?" And they said, "You won't believe, we found the most fabulous place in a little town called Crossville, Tennessee, and every home has an RV garage." And our ears perked up. And we started on the internet, and we watched it for 10 years. Finally, a year ago, we were lucky enough to become a resident here and start working here.
So on the way home there, we pulled into the bean pot here late at night, and I said to my wife, I said, "I'm not going." I says, "You go in and see if they know where the place is, you know, because the fellow wouldn't give us the information he had. He didn't want to let it out of his sight." So what we ended up doing is that she went in, and the next thing you know, she's waving for me to come on in, kind of shut the thing down. And so we went in, and people spent the next hour telling us how wonderful Crossville was and everything. Next day we came over, and sure enough, one of the guys I worked with at Eastman Kodak, he was already living here, and I never knew it or anything like that. So, but we ended up buying a lot here, and we wish we would have come here 10 years sooner. We've been here 10 years now, and the problem is now, I mean, obviously, we still go away for the winter a little bit, and a little bit in the summer, but I don't want to be gone anymore. I mean, it's just, it's too nice. There's no traffic, friendly people, the weather's wonderful, and it's very economical to live here. So
I'm Dave Frankie, and this is my garden's garage.
We built this garage, it was 75 foot deep, 33 feet wide, 15 feet tall. We built big garages. That's kind of what we're known for. That's what everybody in the gardens is an RVer. They all have garages, they all have big ones.
As always here, we have a beautiful home. We love it. It's just, we designed it just the way we wanted it. And I must say that what we always dreamed about is what we've got, and that is a home with an RV garage.
I'm a little bit tight on space. I only have about 2,400 square feet here. The wife gets 1,700 in the house, but this is my garage, and I want it the way I want it.
A 14-foot high door for the RV to come in, and a 10 by 10 for pickup trucks, small campers, SUVs, whatever else fits. As you can see, it's full of toys.
Like one of our residents likes to say, the Gardens is a magical place. Another resident once described it to an outsider like this. Remember when you were a kid and school let out for the summer? That's what it's like in the Gardens.
I retired as a machine design engineer and found out that after 7 months can't be sitting, so I come down here every day and work on something in the shop. And right now, currently, I got 4 street rod projects. I'm trying to work on one at a time right now and get that done. But you know, there's always somebody in the neighborhood that needs something. They'll come walking in with a project and stuff, and we'll take care of just about anything.
Well, here we are up in the loft area of my garage. Something that really, this is kind of like my man cave up here.
I made space for a 45-foot motorhome in the RV door, and then I've got 2 stalls for my toys. And then back is my woodworking shop. And above it is a bonus room that I can do my hobbies in. My wife said woodworking shop's enough hobbies, but I ain't gonna let her in my man cave.
In the designing of my kitchen, it has an unusual shape. It's got an angle to it. So I had worked really hard on trying to find a really nice looking, no ma'am, a nice looking kitchen island. So I actually have a zigzag on my island, which caused a corner cabinet. And everyone knows how aggravating the corner cabinets are. I work with a cabinet man, Chuck Palmer, who's done all my cabinets, and I asked him, how am I going to get to the corner, to the cabinets in the back? He said, well, we can probably go right here and pull this right on out. We can get to the back of our cabinets. I thought that was fantastic, so he went ahead and built it for me.
Oh, we love it. This is home. In 1 year's time, this is home. Very quickly, we were fortunate enough to be afforded a 10-day vacation. And in the first time, we've been RVers for about 35, 40 years. And honestly, it's the first time we looked forward to coming home because it is home. We love it here.
got to watch every little thing about our house from the ground up, when they scraped the lot all the way up and pick everything out. Sometimes it was too many choices, and you know, when you have too many choices, you get yourself confused, but it was very nice. And the builder and everything encouraged us to be involved in the process, and the end result is here we have a beautiful home. We love it. It's just, we designed it just the way we wanted it. And I must say that what we always dreamed about is what we got, and that is a home with an RV garage, where when we get ready to go, we just take our clothes, put them out in the motorhome, and unload the refrigerator into the motorhome, and then we drive wherever we're going.
We don't have to worry about the weather.
And oh yeah,
Nice
let me
thing.
tell you, when it's raining, it's awfully hard to be loading the coach.
Which oftentimes when we were in Oregon happened.
Oh yeah.
I just recently found out that a couple that we have met that was on the hill doing the same thing we did 2.5 years ago, visiting, came to our Tuesday night Gardens dinner out in one of the restaurants in town and enjoyed it thoroughly. We got to talking. We found out that they were born and raised in a little town right 10 miles from where we lived in Jersey. And they're fly fisher people. And that's one of the things, the garden, I had motorcycle people, airplane people, I haven't found any fly fisher people. Well, now I come to find out he's building it, he bought the property right up the street and he's going to be building as soon as possible. And as soon as he gets moved in and settled, we're going to Alaska so we can go fly fishing together. And our neighbor, Jack Kelly, he's going to come. He's not a fly fisherman, but he's going to be on bear patrol because he's an ex-state trooper.
All right, here's the motorcycle group going out. Must be Thursday. All right, come on, all the way up.
This is the Gardens Kentucky Derby, first parade of the hat. Ladies!
As the developer of the gardens, my job is simple. All I have to do is invite people to come and spend a few days with us. That's all it takes. This is a magical place. It's not the actual sticks and stones, homes and garages. It's the Bettys and Bobs. It's the people. When you put over 350 RVers into a single community, magic happens. My part is to simply try and keep building and make it physically better while inviting new people to come be a part of it. A large majority of our owners originally got interested because of the taxes and the cost of living. When I tell people that they can retire into a beautiful home and become part of an ultimate RV club while saving thousands a year in taxes and living costs, it just makes it easy. All of these homes are in the city, so we have both city and county taxes, but no school, luxury, or personal taxes. And most are below $1,500 a year in total taxes. It's nice to show someone a great lifestyle while saving them enough money so they can actually enjoy living their dream.
Moving here to Tennessee, if anything, I'm the type of person that doesn't want to be moved out of my comfort zone. And after being in one home in North Carolina for 30 years and living in North Carolina for 52 years, to just crank up and leave and then come here was really got me out of my comfort zone. And to be so satisfied where I'm at now has made it all worthwhile. It was exciting. It was scary and exciting all at the same time. But once I got in the house and we're about to start our travels, it's been a very exciting thing.
I've been here about 6 years. Motorhome Magazine. There was an article about this development, and it caught my interest, and we investigated it. It came out, and real estate agents showed us a lot of different properties in the area, and this was the place that we fell in love with. It's a beautiful place. The way the developer is organized things, it's livable, it's roomy. We've got neighbors right next door to us, but we have open space right out the back. It's beautiful. It's a great place to live. We're all friends.
The snow winter, we were only here to see it, but it does happen, and nobody owns a shovel, and it's kind of foolish to have one because the sun comes out every day. Even if it snows an inch or so at night, it'll be gone by noon the next day, and of course the ground never freezes and everything. And around here, it's just if you like being outside, outdoors, this is it. This is the place to be.
But it's a great lifestyle, and there's a whole bunch more in this country that we plan to go see. Now that I got a place to store my toys and my motorhome.